The Lost Peppa Pig DVD, A Nightmare in Pink. I'm a surgeon. Every day, I'm immersed in the clinical world of life and death. Cold, precise, controlled. But sometimes, the most horrifying things don't happen in the OR. They crawl out from the shadows of the mundane. It began during a routine surgery. As I was prepping my patient, I found something strange tucked in his belongings. An old, grimy DVD. The label scribbled in fading ink. Peppa Pig Lost Episode. It seemed like a joke, or maybe a prank. But curiosity gnawed at me. The home viewing, innocence twisted. Later that night, after washing off the day's grime, I slipped the DVD into my player. The screen flickered to life, showing Peppa Pig's familiar pink world, bright and cheerful. But the joy twisted quickly. Peppa was being slapped, not with hands, but with slabs of cured meats, salami, prosciutto, strips of bacon, and cold cuts. At first, I thought it was some sick parody. But the camera slowly panned out, revealing that these were not just any meats. They were raw pig entrails, grotesquely real and dripping. Peppa's plastic smile dissolved into silent, tear-streaked horror. Her small body quivered as the sickening slaps continued, a rhythm of pain and humiliation. The abduction and dance of despair. Then came the darkest scene. Peppa was dragged into a dim warehouse by a group of men with thick Hispanic accents. They didn't speak kindly. They forced her, trembling and crying, to dance. Her movements unnatural, robotic. As she danced, they threw peanuts at her small body. Each peanut hit was met with fresh tears, a grotesque mockery of innocence. The men whispered coldly of selling her body pound for pound. The horror was unbearable, but worse was yet to come. The parents, canned and packaged. A camera angle showed Peppa's parents, no longer alive, but reduced to canned and packaged pig products stacked coldly on shelves like meat in a supermarket. Their absence echoed loudly in the room. Peppa's cries grew desperate. Her innocence, the very essence that made her a child's character, was being sucked away through a sinister tube that fed into a hidden system, feeding the elites. The scene cut to a dark, luxurious room where elites sat in velvet chairs, current and former U.S. congressmen and women, faces grim and expectant. The tube that drained Peppa's innocence fed directly into their glasses, a surreal and horrifying metaphor for corruption and exploitation. Their eyes gleamed with greed and hollow satisfaction. The aftermath, reporting the horror. I tried to report this disturbing footage to the authorities. But because the DVD was found in a patient's belongings, it was considered a HIPAA violation. Instead of aid, I was arrested. My warnings dismissed as breaches of patient confidentiality. Now, trapped in a cell, I replay the images in my mind. Peppa's sobbing face, the canned parents, the twisted feast of elites. Final thoughts. They call it a children's show, but this was a nightmare designed to be hidden. A story of innocence crushed, of horror sold behind smiles. If you ever find a lost Peppa Pig episode, don't watch it. Some things aren't meant to be seen. Innocence isn't just lost. Sometimes it's harvested.